Okay, after Christmas festivities and a deep freeze that most of the country had to deal with, it's finally starting to get warm enough now that we can start on our next project. What you're looking at right now is our little temporary fence that we put up. This is just the regular welded fence and then 5-foot T-post stakes. This was very hastily erected in probably about an hour and a half, because Sherlock at the time kept getting out, and which is not really a problem because we got all of this, but he wouldn't come back when he was supposed to, so now he has a fence. And now that we got our new puppy, Lady Jane, the fence is really good. But this was always meant to be temporary, so now we get to start building our actual fence. So what I got here, Andre and I this morning went out when it was still freezing outside, literally, because it was in like the 20s. And we put out the 4 corner stakes. So this is one stake here. What we want to do is, I was wanting to keep it about 6 feet from the field line, because all the rows you see on the right, a farmer actually farms all this. It's our land, but he farms it. This year it was soybeans, so it'll probably be something next year. All right, instead of walking all the way down there, let me see if I can zoom in so we can actually see. Okay. All right, there's the stake there. And let me not pan too quickly. And all right, there's the weather station. Okay, if you see the big T-post stake on the left, to the right there's a flag stake, and that's the corner over there. And then the other corner is going to be at the corner of the house over here. And it is right there. Right there. Right before Christmas, Tractor Supply in our area had these blue gates on sale. So for instance, that 4-foot blue gate, which is the one on the left, it was normally $110. We got it for like $98 or $99. It was 10% off. But they also sell red, and they sell just regular aluminum color. And short version is, the red was like I think it's like 170, 180 now. And the silver or the aluminum color is like 150, 160. So we ended up making out like a bandit on the gates. All right, so what we're going to be doing with the fence is going to be a combination of, all 4 corners are going to have these are called a 6 to 7 inch round post that we got at a local building store. And so that's the first thing I'm going to do. I'm going to put these 4 corners in. Then once the 4 corners are in, then I'm going to turn around and start lining up where everything else is supposed to go. And I forgot to mention, right there's the drain field. But this whole fence is going to be about 580 feet, linear feet. And it's going to encompass about a ½ acre. What we have total, not including the field, is about 2 acres. And so we're going to take about 1/4 of that. Inside of here, not only we're going to let the dogs run around, but we're also going to have our garden. Andrea wants to have an herb garden. She wants to have like a fruit bush garden for like blueberries and blackberries and stuff. And then we'll have our regular annual vegetable garden. And so that's it. And now I'm going to start post-holing it away and see how far I can get today. Okay, first one done. I'm putting it about 3 feet in the ground, so they're going to be sticking out about 5 feet. The fence itself is going to be 47 inches, and it will ideally be 3 to 4 inches off of the ground. It was recommended to have it that tall so you could get a trimmer or something underneath. All we got is a weed mess out here. We got a new riding lawnmower just before Christmas, and so I cleaned all this up yesterday. So it's all scalped and looks nasty, but all it was weeds. There's no grass out here. What we want to do is wait till springtime, and then we'll plant grass then, because it's too cold to plant the grass now. So I wanted to mow yesterday an approximate size of what the fence is going to be, so I don't have any weeds or anything to deal with. So first post is done. All I did was use post hole digger. We have sandy soil here, so it takes about 5 minutes to go down 3 feet. Most people, especially people that have clay, couldn't go probably 6 inches in 5 minutes. But the ground is really good here for at least digging post holes. Then what I did is I lined up the post, stuck it in the ground, and then backfilled with dirt, and then used that 2x4 there, which was a piece of scrap from our shed build, which the shed is back there, and filled in about 6 inches or so, and then tapped it down to compress, and then went all the way up. And then once I got up to grade level, then I used my foot and compressed it from there. So we'll figure out something to do with the rest of the dirt, but it's the first one down, so 1 down, 3 more to go. Okay, 2 done. So the 2 are done near the field, that one and the one over there. I decided to just take all of the posts and just put them on the yard cart. This yard cart can have a weight capacity of like 1,200 pounds. So these things weigh about 70 to 80 pounds a piece. So I hold 3 of them over here, plus all the stuff that was in the yard cart to begin with. So that was kind of fun. And they all stayed. None of them decided to take a walkabout on me. So now I'm going to take a break for a little while, and then I'll get the other 2. Okay, the last 2 are done, and Sherlock had to give his approval or disapproval, depending on how you think it, to the last one. Ironically, the one in the corner over here, this one right there, that one was really hard to get through. It probably took longer to get down on that one than it did all the other 3 combined. I don't know what the dirt situation was. It looked similar to the other ones, but this one was just a lot harder to get through for some reason. Not to mention it hurt my hand every time I used the post hole digger. But they're done. Next up is I'm going to take a line from this one over here and take it over to this one, so then we can start laying out where the bracing posts are going to be. Because what we're going to do is that here's a corner right here. So we're going to have a bracing post, which is a 4x4, come out about 8 feet from here, and then we have a 2x6, which is going to be at an angle to brace it, and then we got lag screws, which will be, and that's how we're going to attach. So we'll have 2 lag screws on each side, and then we'll have one on this corner and one on this corner, and we'll have them on all 4 corners. Then we need to there's no gate going on the field side, but we're also going to have the same situation where each gate is. Where the gates are going to be, the gates are all going to have round posts to them. The reason they need round posts is the attachments to the gate, which is a lag screw type hinge, are about 5.5 inches thick, or not thick, long, and these are actually significantly cheaper than a 6x6 post. So at the time of this recording, these, which are 6 to 7 inch round posts, are about $21, and a 6x6x8 is about $35. So it's almost twice as much to get a square 6x6 than it was to get a round post. So we're gonna use the round post. And then we got the 12-foot gates and the 6-foot gates. Here's Andrea's mother. Andrea and her mother have been doing DMV and county things all day because they're trying to finalize getting all the permits and everything to get her single wide here, but that's a different topic. So everything's done for today. So I think I got 4 post hole dug, and so I think I need, what, 11 more to get the first phase done. So that'll be it for today.